Welcome to the new show, Mental Health Monday. We don't do Light It Up no more. I'm sorry, Josh. Listen. Fuck you.
You've got like weeks of what is it called? What's it called?
Already written down things I could have went back.
All you got to do is fucking copy and paste.
Well, this show has been called Light It Up for 500 and fucking God knows how long days.
540.
But today, it's called fucking Mental Health Monday, dude.
Actually, it's not because I fixed it. It's okay.
You did?
Yeah.
What a piece. You know how... Wait, you want to know something about mental health?
Yeah. You didn't even put pictures up here? Or what?
I just... what I do to help my mental health is this. And it's just me. And that's what I do to... mental health is very important. And it's very important to just get rid of the people that are talking shit, Maybe you fuck up one time, but, I was wondering if you're going to take yourself back on. I was like, now I'm just forcing myself to drown right now. This is kind of stupid.
Well, what's funny is...
I sent her the link from me.
You sent Squirrel the link?
I might have shit the bed. I didn't probably send. I sent it, dude. Yeah, Squirrely Antsy. StreamYard.com, bruh. T-Rup did.
Hey, you did get the sponsors and stuff in there. Great job. Good job.
Yeah, dude. I just didn't want to call the show Light It Up anymore because I don't light it up. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently, huh?
I light up the world with a beautiful face, but I don't really light up anything else.
Yeah, it's fixed. I just officially did it.
What? Sent it to her?
No. Squirrel.
I'm still waiting for squirrels, dude.
He didn't send that to you?
I promise you I did. I promise you. You know what? I'll even do one better and paste it up in this bitch.
Today due to unforeseen events, and he just found out this morning. So to give him that, we were supposed to hang out yesterday and do all this and set everything up yesterday, and I didn't make it back in time. So I'll take some of the blame, T-Rup. Don't you worry. Okay. And
that's what's good for mental health. Because I was about to fucking trip.
What up,
sometimes it's...
Good morning, squirrels. Good morning, Jody Moon. Good morning, Aunt Craig. Good morning, Neil.
I'm here. I feel better.
What up, squirrel?
I was like, they don't want me. They don't want me no more.
I swear I sent it. I swear. Josh, what's up, bro?
Hi, sweetheart.
What's up?
What are you at?
How you all doing?
Good, man. You need to get a haircut, dog. You look like you've been in the woods.
He wants me to mohawk him before I leave today.
Yo, that'd be fun.
That would be sweet. Give him one of those stick boys.
Yep. Give him a chocolate head.
Make it pointy.
Hey, squirrels.
Yo.
How was your mental health week?
Oh, my mental health week was good. I kept finding myself going back into the doubtful minds, but then I pull myself out as soon as I see it. Like as soon as but I'm still having my head go back into it. I just gotta make sure now to try and not slip back into it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a daily thing for me,
Because it's not like you can stop those thoughts, those doubtful thoughts.
Well, that'd be great if we could.
All right, if you could just turn it off and just like, you know what, I don't need to do this. But it's the fact, what I learned about it is instead of like being mad that you're having these thoughts or whatever, it's all, like, I feel like it's good getting over the thoughts or getting through them, on my own way. And actually this week, for mental health. I didn't worry about my own mental health. I worried about others' mental health because I do have a family. I do have a house. I do have a wife. And what if I'm sitting here trying to tell everybody else good things about mental health and staying positive and all that stuff? I ain't telling my wife. I ain't going here and I ain't quitting the show, shows off like, hey babe, let's get good mental, you know what I'm saying? So we got into like a little scuffle, and I got butthurt, and I didn't realize, well, I realized that, she's a broken soul, but I just like, hey, I'm positive all the time around you. Why the fuck ain't you positive? Like, I gotta give her the stepping stones to doing it too, and it all starts. I had to go all the way back to when I started.
You're just as mentally unstable as she is.
I'm way more, yeah.
But we're all at that point.
Yeah, and we're two broken people, and I was just when I met her, I was already thrown into it. I've already fucking had the positive mindset and everything like that, and she didn't. And so I never told her the stepping stones I took to initially start my path into fucking whatever I'm doing now, because I feel like I'm doing great,
I'm so proud of you.
And I had to take I had to go to Josh, I had to go to a couple friends, I went to Kim Ruiz, I went to Brian and asked about it, and they were just like, dude, like maybe just like lay the path out for her and show her where you started. Maybe just show her, and then it takes steps. You can't just be like, okay, I'm positive Pam today. Nice to meet you guys.
Exactly. I was trying to say that.
You can't be around negative people and expect to be a positive person.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. And the thing is, though, is like, you don't think about that until somebody else says something, or you're like, hey man, the negativity is swallowing you up, and what's going on? Is it the people you're doing? Is it just your mindset? Is it the people you're around? Is it that you're not seeing nothing happen? What's going on? And I thought me just sitting here being fucking happy-go-lucky Tyler was gonna fucking cure everybody for fucking mental health, and I didn't realize that, like, some people need to find that path too.
There's work to put in, right?
So I've learned a ton. I've learned a ton this week about mental health and trying to help others with mental health.
But it's worth it.
So Night Train says he went on a 150-mile bike ride with friends, got some ice cream.
Wicked.
Dude.
Stelios says you need to surround yourself with positivity.
That's all that's around me right now, and that's why I'm like, why the fuck ain't you positive?
My mental health is suffering at the moment. My kid's mom in the hospital, not looking good, very stressed, anxiety through the roof.
Yeah. See, that's
if no one takes a depressed person by the hand and walks them through, some of us will never find help.
Yeah, some people just need the coping mechanisms that, like, you learned, or like, hey man, I realized this was too much, so I decided to change it up a little bit.
Sometimes it's hard to see when people are telling you that you should, a positive mind is a helpful mind and a negative mind is a harmful mind, and anyone in the world can tell you that. But if you're stuck in that mindset, you feel like you're trapped. Unless you've got some quality help and some angels on your side, you're going to have a shit time getting out of it.
Yep. And it's, and then you go around these positive people and you're like, why the fuck's this dude so happy?
Right.
And then this guy's like, and then you got me in your face like, why ain't you happy? Why ain't you positive?
Right. Don't that make you happy? Yeah, that's and that's the worst thing that someone wants to hear at that point, because it makes their doubts true fruition, because here you are doubting yourself anyway, and here it is, you're trying so hard to make her positive, but she's not, and it's just not. You got to find that within yourself. And it's,
good morning, Harley. Harley says mushrooms for mental health.
My mushrooms didn't work.
Cold Blooded says, "Hey,
cheers,
what
brother."
up, Cold Blooded? Mama Ganja says, "Hard to see the light when you're stuck in the pitch black."
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it's and going right into the fucking brightness of light, that's never going to happen. You have to be introduced to it. You can't just here I am trying to grab her and throw her into fucking light, and she's been in a cave for fucking years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Where you're as hot as the sun, as bright as the sun.
For a decade, she doesn't even know what light is.
Yeah, and then you bring her into the light. She's like, it burns. Like,
right, it hurts my eyes.
Yeah. Put some sunscreen on, dude. Let's go. Yep. Night Train showed me a video that he was at. I forget what it was called. It was a bike shop. In Omagh County is where we got our Ogama County is where we have our up north property and stuff. So in West Branch, dude, you were right there. You were right there where we go. Yeah, Bubba's Cycle. That's me and my dad stopped there on a ride when we were up north one time. He showed me that shit, and I was like, "Son of a biscuit, dude! I've been there."
No way.
So, yeah. Night Train's really close to my up north fucking property. And I think within 30 minutes or something like that.
That's all right.
And the exit
He's up in
222.
Michigan, right? You're in Michigan?
Yeah, yep. He is. He's probably what?
Yeah, we both are.
Yeah.
Josh is in South Carolina. No. Harley said exit 222 for West Branch, and that's that's it. I think.
I already showed all these comments.
To exit 222 for West Branch. Mama Ganja says black.
Right.
I appreciate the effort, though. I appreciate the effort.
Right. Hey, man, it's all about mental health, bro.
Yep. Positive reinforcement. Hey, you're doing a great job, kid.
Dude, that's all I needed. That's all I needed was a little positivity.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sharon says we usually camp in Vanderbilt. My uncle has property in Mayo.
Mayo's fun.
My family
Mayo, Michigan?
used to have property in Traverse City. I used to go to Traverse City from the moment, pretty much the summer I was born until I got a job.
Oh, nice. That's like going camping up to the lake?
Yeah, that's up north. That's okay, so we live down here. Traverse City's right below the Pinky.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Wow,
And then-
that's a drive.
And then,
About 5 or 6 hours.
we're right here. My shit's just right here, up here somewhere. It's just,
Well, when we were kids, we used to go to a place called Ocean Pond. My aunt and uncle had a cabin up there. So here's town, and here's the bay, right? So anything past this line is the bay. So all of Newfoundland, here's town, right? So here's where Ocean Pond was. It was like a half hour, 45 minutes from town.
Okay.
Nice little place.
We used to go to Glenny, Michigan. That's, I think, where every person from Monroe goes to go up north. I don't understand.
I've never been to Glenny, Michigan in my life.
Yeah, everybody's like, yeah, I go to Glenny. I go to Glenny all the time. And that's about 45 minutes from our property now. But I really like the city we're in right now, by Rose City and shit. It's pretty cool.
By Rose?
You're in
By
Monroe,
Rose City.
You're
By
in
Rose.
You're in Monroe.
No, I'm not. I'm in West Branch right now.
He's in Monroe still.
I thought it was
You
Monroe.
don't even know.
He's
I
south
could've-
of Detroit and north of Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah.
That's right here. Squirrels, really? He's right.
Yep.
He's literally right there, on my hand. Michigan
Yep.
looks like my hand.
I know. Yes.
So he's literally right fucking
Gotcha.
there, right on the border.
On the real bottom, real bottom.
That's where we live.
I love
Me?
this.
Me, I moved yesterday. You guys don't know this. Josh don't know this, but I moved.
Yeah, he never asked anybody for help.
I live here now. because I needed to get away from Josh for my mental health, you know, and that's
False day.
no, it's not true or false. We're mixing all days together right now. We're not even doing light it up today, you know. It's just mental health Monday.
Yeah, we're not because we can't go to our sponsor spots or anything.
No
This
way.
Brain Jerk is brought to you by. Yeah, she said Squirrels World. She got that quick sponsorship in real quick.
Here, we don't even got the banner up. There, at least you can see who our sponsors are now.
Warming up quick here. Temp high today is 75 degrees. Tomorrow looking at 91. Hell yeah, dude.
Woo.
Go for a walk.
It's
I
going
feel
up
like-
to like 65 here today. 65 here
Oh, you
today?
think?
Somebody's coming to my door. No?
What are you doing in the road, bro? Get on the sidewalk. Crazy driver.
Josh driving in the road.
Yeah.
Use your blinkers, dude.
I said, you want to go for a walk? He's like, yeah. And he's
Oh, yeah, honey.
going to the road like he's a car.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you.
He starts honking at people. That's funny.
It's beautiful out right now.
Is it? The skies are clear as fuck.
It's going to be a hot as hell today.
What's that? What you got in the bag?
I got prizes.
Ooh.
Mimosa.
Hell yeah, dude. That's always good to drink in the morning.
I got some Oreos the other day.
Brownies.
And no, I'm not talking about sugar cereal.
No. No, it's sugar cookies. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Them
brownies.
bitches are thick, dude.
Peanut butter cookies.
Good morning, Naughty Nikki.
Good morning.
Peanut butter cookies. That got to be worked off after with a good walk.
Good walk. Me and the wife took a nice walk yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
I'm surprised she hasn't walked you off the plank yet.
She wants to, but she's sad that I'm crippled. No, I'm just kidding. We walked down to the river and walked back on Monroe Street. Just took a nice mile or two walk, and the funny thing is my muscles got ripped in the accident, and it got stapled back up. And yesterday, when we were walking, for some reason, like, I'm walking real fast and real good because I feel real good, and I pulled a muscle in the muscle that's all fucked up, and I was like, babe, something's wrong. Something's real wrong. And she was like, come on, dude, you want to turn around? I said, no, I gotta walk this out, bro. And of course I walked it out, but
Good morning, KR Tooley. Good morning, Ryan.
well, good morning, Dad.
Dad's in the building.
Me and Sharon has been waiting weeks for this. It feels like it has been weeks.
Sharon's on her way over, eh?
I think so.
That's why she said happy Monday.
Happy
She's in the
Monday.
car going 90 right now.
Happy Monday. I love her.
Oh, man.
Good for your mental health. Taking a walk on a nice sunny day, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We actually went to that, shit, I don't even know what that's called. Does he got glasses on?
Damn right he's got. It's bright as fuck. He's about to crash into that car.
Hey, dude, he looks like a cop. Do you know how fast you were going?
We're gonna get some lights put on that boy. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo,
Boop, 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 boop. He's
I
pulling
got
over.
my strawberry plant growing too.
says he
Oh,
does
really?
that.
Is it flowering yet?
No, it's just the seedling came
Oh,
off.
okay.
It's a little tiny.
Everybody, don't forget to hit that thumbs up.
Yeah.
Share it out to more people so we can have more friends.
How long ago did you plant it, Squirrels?
I
Up
planted
on the
strawberries about 10 or 12 days ago, and the mint the next day. And the mint came up. The little seedling is like so tiny. I got to give it a little more time.
Good morning, JC. That's cool.
But it's precious because you can almost hear it saying, "Give me more, son."
Yep. Yep. That's what they want, dude. They want some water and they want some sun.
Son, they want some. Well, this one's crying for son.
You can always give it too much water though. That's what a lot of people don't understand. And
Hey, Night Train says Traverse City's fun at Cherry Time. The Cherry Festival is normally like 4th of July weekend. Well, guess what? I went to the Traverse City for 16 years, right? Then the amount of times I've been to the Cherry Festival is exactly 0.
Why?
I've been up there. I was up there 16, 17 years in a row.
What? And you never went to the festival?
Never went.
That's crazy.
It's no wonder T-Rup has such a struggle, man. He can't even show Michigan proper.
I know, right?
Listen, it's just like the hand, he said.
The hand's not closed, bro.
Uh,
You gotta have the thumb out there.
I live in Michigan.
Here's T-Rup, here's me, and here's where we were yesterday.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
Well,
Sweet. That's
you know.
cool.
You're right.
Yeah, otherwise you can't go around with a thumb over the Port Huron.
This is
Right.
Michigan, Charles.
This is Michigan, Cheryl. This is all the fucking lakes going on.
We're spread all over the state,
Five
man.
lakes off the Great Lake of Michigan. Remember that. There's 5 Great Lakes.
Well, let's all point out Squirrel said Newfoundland is this.
She's
So
living right over here in the water.
St. John's.
Island.
This is Newfoundland. There's a boot on Newfoundland. You should see it. It looks like a hook. It's like a little boot. And
It
it's
looks
down.
like your pee-pee.
It looks like a baby.
hey, if it looked like my peepee, it wouldn't be there, dude. Okay.
Well, it's like a boot. It just got a little hook on it. And then Newfoundland's got a big arm up north. And then a big chunk of
It
Newfoundland.
is. It's the only thing you can do in Michigan. That's everybody. If you talk about Michigan and location, everybody pulls up their hand and shows you where they live.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. I mean, you know, they're not doing it down there in Florida in the Panhandle. You're gonna hold up a
Yeah,
hand and
dude.
say, "Oh, I'm down here."
Yeah,
Hey, what?
Hey,
What about if?
down there like, hey, look, this is Florida. This is where I'm
this
at.
is Florida.
Hey, what about like? Hey, I'm in Italy.
Hey,
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
holy fuck.
Dude, this is getting out of hand,
Where do you
dude.
live? Hold on, let me take off my shoe.
Yeah, dude, it's great. No, it's like let me put on a boot because it looks like a stiletto.
Oh, dude.
I'm in the stiletto of the boot.
I don't get
I'm
it.
in the
JC
heel.
says. Okay, so JC, Michigan is the mitten state. It looks just like a hand. So all we got to do is put our hands up and show you exactly where we live. And
Yeah,
then
my hand goes up to there.
Florida is like a bottom thumb or a peep, a dangler, or you got Italy looks like a boot. Whip the dick out for Florida, only Noise says.
Or you can do like Utah, a square. Wait, I think I'm
Utah's
wrong.
not a square, buddy.
Puts a whole new meaning to go into my
Maybe
head.
Wyoming. I don't know. I'm not sure.
This guy doesn't even know his states.
Or like California.
Now
Could
we
be
know
your
why
arm.
Daytona has so much fun, don't we? Because they're down at the tip of it.
Are they? No, they're not.
That's bad.
I went to Daytona. It was in the beginning of it.
Jesus.
All right, now we got to bring up Florida.
Yeah, bring up Florida, dude. I'm pretty sure we crossed for a while. Yeah, Florida, but whatchamacallit's up here. Josh was in the tip of it.
I swear
in
we're
the
getting rain
Keys and
today.
shit.
I don't know
And
why.
then the keys. Okay, so if this is the peep, the keys is the fluids.
The access. That explains why so many Floridians are dicks.
Yeah.
Florida, the softie of the USA.
Yes. That's funny.
Is in the southern.
Daytona is in the southern part, but halfway.
I don't know. I woke up in the truck and I fucking found out we were there, and I drove from it. It only took me 12 hours to get from Daytona to Rutledge, Tennessee.
The keys are the kidney stones just passed, Patrick said.
That's a smart one.
Down by St. Petersburg, Tampa, shit like that.
Well, I was close to Tampa and I didn't even know it, dude. I ain't even know it. Share your screen. Prove me wrong.
Where you live, but that's
I'm trying to locate Daytona itself. Why isn't Daytona showing up like in big letters for fucking Florida? I thought it was like one of the bigger cities there.
No, it's a party city.
Well, I knew that, but I thought it was like one of the bigger cities too.
Sandbat between NS and NL.
Sandbar.
Oh.
I don't even know what NS and NL
Oh,
are.
so it's like above Orlando.
NL.
I was almost to Daytona when I was down there then.
Yep.
Because we was at Palm Bay, which is just up north of that. Palm Coast is just above Daytona.
Only Noise is not wrong about this. This is what I experienced in Daytona. White trash, small place with a racetrack and an airport. But I was in there for bike week. There was about 5 million bikes down there, bro. The main streets when like, oh dude, it was epic. We were at a red light and it took we were 4 lanes wide, all leaving the event that was happening that day. We were all leaving. We were in a traffic jam and there was 4 lanes of bikes, 2 bikes in each lane next to each other. So that's 8 bikes across, and it was back for I stood up. It took us probably 4 light changes to get to the light. And then behind me, I couldn't see any car behind me. It was just motorcycles. And it was the most motorcycles I've ever seen in my life, dude. So many people dropped their bikes down there, dude. There was yeah, dude.
Not used to drive.
Because they don't know how to drive slow. They don't practice any slow movements.
Right.
They all just want to go, 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 go.
Yep.
Motherfuckers don't know how to drive slow. Tell them to do a U-turn in the road and they got to back up.
What the fuck?
Patrick Mendez says, "Is there more to Florida than Disney?" Disney? Oh yeah, there is a lot more, buddy.
I put the screen share up there, T-Rock.
What'd you say?
Screen
Oh.
share.
I'm
So
sorry.
there's Daytona, right here in the middle. And
Okay.
All right.
there's Florida, so it's really like almost the top half.
I told you.
Jesus, it's not far from Newfoundland if you put it in a straight line.
We was in Palm Bay, which is up this way.
You're almost in the like.
There's Palm Coast there.
Oh, so you were right there. That highway right there, A1A,
Oh,
is the motherfucking. That is the best ride ever.
A1A.
Best ride ever, dude. A1A is that highway
I
running
drove
right
it, but
on
I
the
didn't get to
side.
ride it.
Okay.
I drove
Oh,
it down. I picked up my buddy in St. Augustine, and then drove him down. And went down to Palm Bay, and then spent the weekend down in Palm Bay, and then went back up. I never made it past that.
That's fucking nice. Yeah, and I
Highway
think
1. Highway 1. There can only be one. And
Yeah.
Newfoundland.
St. Augustine's supposed to be the place, man. They got a teeny martini bar there, right on the ocean front. It's pretty cool.
I think we might have. I know we hit A1A, and by accident we found a cool ass shop or a cool ass mom and pop restaurant. Me and my dad and my uncle did, and they had some of the best food there. It was like dirt cheap. It was like a Coney Island in our city, you know, like.
LA shout out. A1A. Detroit Avenue.
Look at that surf station.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know?
We need stuff like that up here. Oh, we can't surf up here. That's right.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
They do a little bit of surfing. It's when the high tides come in down there in the bays down towards the lower part of Michigan. I hear they get up in there and they get a little bit of surfing, but it's like real minuscule time. There isn't much you can do, but they try. Ain't no big surfing like down in Florida and shit.
They do that. It's not like the what is that surfboards? It's like those little flat things. They do that a lot when the waves are rolling in. They'll rode those.
Boogie boards?
Little like the little foam boogie boards.
Yeah.
I've seen them get pretty fast. We went to Bay City, and they had we were at the Walmart shopping for like when we were camping, and we went out there, and it was a nice day out, but it was real windy. And these guys were out there in those little foam boards, just hitting the waves hard. And what they would do is get running.
And you can. It's nice and shallow out there for a long period out there in the bay, so you could get out in the Bay City Bay and have a good time out there.
Dude, it was knee deep water, and it looked
for like a mile or two.
Yeah.
It's like a sandbar. You look out from the Bay City State Recreation Park, it looks like a giant fucking sandbar.
Dude, it's so weird. I think it's so funny. And you go out, dude. We rented a boat there one time and went out, and like in the middle of the fucking, the middle of the lake, we literally shored our boat underwater. It was, the shore was underwater. We get out, and it's not even shin deep, dude. It's like half a shin deep. Like, okay. But right after the little plate, it's straight down like 40 feet.
Yeah, once you get to that certain point where it drops off, it goes into like 25, 50 feet somewhere around there for the big ships to go through the canal and everything. They actually got buoy markers out there so that the big ships stay in a certain travel path through that bay area. Otherwise, they'll get stuck quicker than shit. People on pontoons and stuff like that out there all over getting stuck and whatnot.
Yeah, our boat parked itself. We had to get... The reason why we got out and chilled on that sandbar was because we had to push the boat out, you know? My dad's like, oh, that's a sandbar. I'm like, well, so we hung out there. Once we realized it was so little, you could literally put a fucking, like a lawn chair in the fucking water and sit there and chill, and you wouldn't even be underwater.
And it's not bad current out that far either.
Yeah, it's not. It's actually pretty cool. It's real cool. You're just standing up in the middle of a fucking sandbar. People do it all the time. Dock their boats on sandbars out there. Yep. That's Lake Michigan,
2
right?
more years before we get our lakes back over here in Midland, Sanford, and all that through that dam section. 2 more years they're saying they'll have it. So 2024 we get to go back to swimming and shit in our own town.
So what? Wait. So they're guessing, or they're trying?
No,
they're going to be doing shit.
That's the estimated on rebuilding all the dams and everything so that they can fill it back up.
Oh,
they're doing some major construction at Sanford Dam right now. They're doing major construction. They're putting in all the different platforms in there and everything. They were saying it takes 1 day per platform, and they've got 6 of those that they were pouring or whatever. It's that thick of concrete that they're pouring in there. Yeah. Bringing in trucks and fucking pumping it in, and they got this big old boom that goes in there so they can move it around and pour. Big time.
Dude, how are they? Shit, I don't even know. Are they getting owned by a different company after this, or
they're owned by the Great Lakes Task Force now? It's no longer Boyce Hydro that owned it before, the dams and whatnot.
Oh, so they're
Great Lakes Task Force. They've totally,
Is that a company or is that a government?
It's not a new company. It's an older company, but they've been around for quite a while and whatnot, trying to get involved, but they just hadn't had the fundage and whatnot because this became a catastrophe and whatnot. The government helped fund and like that. So,
wow.
Jeez Louise. And then now, so that hydro place ain't coming back. They ain't gonna.
Well, we still got the hydro plant up there in Gladwin. Yep,
yeah,
still doing the hydro.
Did the state sue them or anything for not keeping up on the stuff? And
there's a bunch of shit going on that the Boyce Hydro is getting sued for and whatnot for faulty and all kinds of shit.
Oh, okay. So probably just a ton of fucking fines. Jesus. JCT says she's close to the beach and to the north is the mountains. Sounds like you're in California.
No, that's Alaska.
I know,
That
but
happens to us all, JCT.
let's see. You flying that recording? Oh, are you flying that and recording that, Night Train? He has a couple videos of it.
No, I haven't been over there to fly it in quite a while, but I keep up. There's a guy that actually put a couple live cameras there at the Sanford Dam and whatnot. He goes through and does like updates and all the time.
Yeah, you pulled it up that one time. It just has live
Yep.
cams out there of them working on everything.
Here's the link to Jordan Mowbray's page. He's the one that's getting funded and everything else by GoFundMe's and this and that to put up cameras and do updates. But he's got lots of videos on his channel there of updates, you know, like every month or something. He's got at least an update up there for what's going on.
How far is the dam from your house right now?
Right now, about 23 minutes, 24 minutes.
Okay. That's the big one that
way
broke?
over on the other side of town since then. We used to be way closer over there, and I moved to this side.
Good. You would have got flooded out probably that when it
It
broke.
was 3 miles down the road from our house where it actually stopped.
Jesus.
Jeez Louise, dude. Your whole city was trashed too, though. I remember you showed that the whole city was underwater. The main part. And it's weird to me that are there still rivers running through that? Like where they're not dammed?
Yeah, it's still got water flow going through.
Wow.
So those are the slabs that they're pouring in. Each one of these takes a day to pour one of those. And they're pouring 6 of them.
What? Oh, if it goes over it, it just runs out.
Yeah.
But then they got those little maneuvers that you can lift up to the floodgates under.
That's a lot of cement. That's a lot of fucking cement.
A whole day. It takes a whole day to fucking pour one of those slabs, dude. That's a lot.
They were in the Churchill Falls here too. Churchill Falls.
Wow.
Wicked. Very.
That's looking inside one of those areas.
Lord have mercy. That's a lot of rebar, bro.
Yeah, it is, dude. That thing's like 5-6 feet thick there, too. There.
Huh.
That's the top side of the dam, there where the water stopped. And see how the water flow over to the right is?
Yeah.
That's they're calling that the Sanford Rapids now. So it's where all the water flow is going instead of through the dam like it's supposed to. It's going down that side. That's why they had to build that temporary bridge, because that's where it broke through. So there used to be concrete all the way. You see where the grass is here. There was a berm that went all the way across over to the other side where the trees are.
Okay.
And that whole berm area through where the bridge is and where the water's running through washed out and took out a bunch of that area. So they've been pulling a bunch of the concrete and cleaning up and everything else. But all that other side where all those trees are was all covered in shrub and tree down before.
Huh.
There's been a ton of cleanup that they've done out there, dude.
Jeez Louise, dude.
Damn.
Well, we're going to get into the Earth Dweller.
The Earth Dweller of the day.
Yeah, keep singing it, Squirrels, because I don't got the song.
Of the day. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
Earth Dweller of the day. Today, we are going to be talking about mental health disorders in animals. I have a ton of different things. We're probably going to talk about this for the rest of the show.
Okay.
Mental health disorders. You know how Josh looked up the last Mental Health Monday, how when they first learned about these mental health disorders, they were just locking these people up and shocking them and forcing them or beating them into submission of being happy. Hey, be happy. Be happy. You know, the same thing. Animals don't get
Fuck you.
yeah, they don't get no good mental health treatment because it's new to us, and so we just, beat them more. I'm sorry. But this is kind of Mental Health Monday. I don't know if this is going to be so uplifting because some of it's kind of sad. First of all, military dogs can suffer from PTSD. A lot of these, they just started noticing it from the dogs, the German Shepherds and the military dogs coming from Iraq, being in Iraq. You're out in Iraq, there's bombs going off and shit. You ain't sleeping right. Nobody was sleeping right.
Oh.
So, countless military dogs have returned from the Middle East conflict, exhibiting the same heartbreaking behaviors that plague battle-experienced humans. But the only difference is dogs with PTSD are euthanized upon their arrival in the United States when they come back. They don't even try.
It's trouble to try to take care of them.
Yeah, let's make it worse for these battle vets, and kill their dog when they get back, because him and his dog had to go through some shit. He has nobody to, remember that shit we went to, fucking
yeah, they don't do
buddy?
that shit with the canine units, do they?
You know
what I
yeah.
mean?
Right.
For your sheriffs and police and whatnot, those canines go through that stuff and whatnot, but what do they do with those? Oh, they just give it a nice home afterwards, you know what I mean?
He's just a family dog now. He's just a family dog now.
Yeah, they find a good home for it, man.
100%.
Why they gotta kill it?
Exactly.
That's just mean right there in itself.
Yeah.
100%. Too much time to fucking take to help them.
Yeah.
Yep. Birds can have their own forms of depression and anxiety. We've actually
emotional.
Birds are very emotional.
Yeah.
And the smarter they are, the more emotional they get. So stress, overexcitement, and boredom can have cause captive birds to exhibit these signs. Some of the signs are overpreening and feather picking, not eating, overeating too, all that stuff. And usually, a lot of people, one of our friends had rescued a bird, and she got the bird and it was almost totally naked, no feathers. Because they tell you when you get one of these birds, these really smart, large birds, you really have to give it your utmost attention. And once they get bored and all that stuff, or they feel like they're getting neglected, they will rip their fucking feathers out. They will go crazy. She found it with... you're muted, Josh. Let me unmute you. No?
Chameleons will commit suicide if they feel that way.
There's...
Wow.
A whole bunch. Let me keep going.
Yes.
This is kind
Here's
of
Josh reading your mind again.
Yeah, a little bit of comedy, but chameleons are once they feel like neglected and shit like that, they get real weird. Dogs can have autism, according to a growing number of veterinarians. Yes, a 2015 study conducted by the American College of Veterinary Behaviorists found interesting links between autism-like behaviors, such as excessive tail chasing and various genetic information. Yeah, and that's a sign, and mostly male dogs have signs of autism like that.
Well, puppies chase their tail all day long when they're
Yeah.
young. Are they born with the mental disorder that way? You know what I mean? No wonder. I've seen puppies that just want to chase their tail when they're born all day long.
Yeah, I can see how you know if a dog's got, say, Down syndrome or something. But how the fuck are you gonna test that it's got autism? Get out.
You're not.
Give me a
You're not. It's
He knew what shape it was, dude, but he couldn't figure out what place to put it. And he kept saying,
to a dog. Are you talking about a dog? No.
He didn't speak until he was 3 years old. Come on.
Yep. They just have the same traits. It's still a question, but they are researching it.
Dog got ADD. He's so hyper. Look at him jumping all around on everybody.
I think it was 130 dogs were studied about this. 130 Jack Russell Terriers, and the men. Most of the men, there was 77 females and 55 or something, like 57 males or something. And the males experienced more autistic traits than the females.
So the males were more hyper and willing to chase their own tail than the females.
I'm gonna get that fucker. I'm gonna get that fucker.
I mean, come
That's
on.
a man's prerogative, though, man. He's born chasing tail.
Yeah, huh? That's all we can think of, bro.
That just makes sense, you know what I mean?
This is a good one. About us, about rats. Rats are binge eaters. In a recent study, found a correlation between rats and binge eating. When the rats were given food in intervals, they responded by binge eating as much as they could. Alternatively, the rats that were given full-time access to food ate more responsibly. Not surprisingly, the rats that exhibited binge eating behaviors also had other types of substance abuse behaviors in later parts of the study. So if you eat a lot of food, you're probably going to be a drug addict. I'm just kidding if you're a rat.
Kind of like old boy in Fast and the Furious. He's sitting there eating all the time. And Brian says, man, why are you always eating? He says, you never know when you're going to be back inside. You never know when your next meal. Yep. It's the same thing. You got to eat what you can, bro.
Yeah, if I'm starving, guess what? When somebody puts food into me, I'm going to eat until I throw up. But if I've got a meal every day, I'm going to look at the fridge. I'm going to open that fridge.
I'm not even hungry right now.
There ain't nothing in there.
Yeah. Orangutans can suffer from addiction. This happened. This whole study happened just because of one orangutan. They are so biologically similar to humans that they can often suffer from the same illness as we do. In one instance, Tori, an orangutan in a zoo, got a hold of a pack of cigarettes. After mimicking the actions of her keepers, Tori became addicted to smoking and had to undergo her own rehabilitation. Wrap that around your mind.
Huh? Fucking peer pressure's a bitch.
Randy.
This one, I think everybody.
That one's the most believable one that
Yeah,
you said.
right.
This one's super believable too.
Or what?
I had a buddy that had a cat that we used to walk around, and if you took, it had to be a Marlboro Light cigarette for some reason. You use a regular Marlboro, it didn't like it. It must have been like the tobacco flavor that it was getting or something. But you could put it in its teeth, and it'd walk around with it in its fucking mouth. Not lit, just walk around with a cigarette in its mouth. It was like, yeah.
Because that's what it sees, you know.
Right.
This one is very, very believable to me. House cats exhibit plenty of OCD behaviors. Excessive grooming, pacing, and mewing are all behaviors that indicate a cat is bored, anxious, or even in pain. Researchers believe these behaviors temporarily ease the cat's anxiety. And I'm going to tell you right before the show today.
So basically, sorry to cut you off again, but so if a dog is acting like a dog, it's got autism, and if a cat is acting like a cat, it's fucking anxious and fucking got anxiety.
It's OCD, yeah. Well, my cats act like my wife, and they all have OCD.
These scientists are fucked. They're putting human traits inside of animals like that.
Well, what is science?
But who the hell gave the ape a lighter?
It's just a belief based on facts. They take a few facts and make something else, and now it's science. So therefore, we gotta believe it. You know, science tells us.
Yeah, and they study
it. It's all made up, dude. It's human hypothesis. It's all guesses. That's all science is, a big fucking guess.
You know what I found out? All these dinosaurs that we think are dinosaurs are all, most of these bones ain't even dinosaur bones. They're not dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, most of these bones that have been found, they're other animal bones, or there's one time of dinosaurs that's been found complete. These dinosaurs like T-Rex, we have no idea if that's what T-Rex really looked like.
Right.
We have no idea that these animals even existed. We find a giant fucking leg bone, and the guy's like, oh, this is Graccholocosaurus. He was a lizard people.
Yep.
And that's
we
how
know.
That's how dinosaurs were created.
If you would have tuned in Saturday, you know lizard people are real. So Josh, no, I'm just kidding. Cats are all schizophrenic, crazy bipolar critters. What did I say? Oh shit!
Doing Earth Dweller.
Hi. Captive chimps experience anxiety.
Welcome to Mental Health Monday.
Yeah, we're talking about some crazy shit. Captive chimps can experience anxiety. Recent research has revealed a strong link between the anxiety of living in captivity with mental health disorders in chimpanzees. Behaviors include hitting their own bodies, constant pacing, and drinking urine.
You mean if you cage this animal, he's gonna act weird and be stressed out?
Huh?
He start beating himself up because he's mad.
What about the humans you cage up? They all act weird, don't they?
Everything happens in jail all the time, man. You put a guy in a fucking isolation cell for they let him out 1 hour a day to go take a fucking shower and see what happens, man.
And
they
then
get all wild and crazy, and next thing you know, you got to medicate them all.
Yep. And then these humans get released into the wild, and then they start acting even more fucked up, and they're like, "Dude, I'm better off in jail because I don't know how life is." You know,
everybody in Saginaw County jails on like Seroquels and shit. You know what I mean? Sleep aid.
Right.
It's to knock them the fuck out so they ain't got to deal with them, dude.
Right. Yeah. And they think it's just because they're in prison. No, dude. Pig anorexia is called thin sow syndrome. Pigs become so stressed by their environment or social surroundings that they have been known to starve themselves to death.
Wow.
That wouldn't be me. It would not be me.
I know. So when somebody says, dude, you're eating like a pig, like, dude, I could be anorexic, bro, too.
Mm-hmm. I could have, what is it?
You're eating like a pig. Yeah, I know.
T-Rock beat anorexia a long time ago.
Yeah, I beat anorexia when I was born, son.
Says, you're a bit big, aren't you? I'm like, I could be skinny, right?
Yeah, I could be a fucking thin sow.
For what? I mean, you know, there's bigger out there.
Yeah, dude, I'm not the biggest. Have you seen Andre the Giant?
Listen,
it's all perspective.
Every hamster is a hoarder.
of course.
They all would see them fucking filling their cheeks up.
You know how this came to? The filling their cheeks is so cute, right? The adorable images of hamsters with full mouths stuffing their cheeks full of shit. This behavior is from the instincts of the ancestors. All stems from them trying to survive through winters. They hoard food right before they're going into hibernation. They hoard the shit out of it. Put it in different pockets in their burrow.
All rodents do that. Squirrels do that.
Chipmunks do that.
If I gotta do that,
all around,
if I gotta sleep for 3 months, bro, I'm gonna have a ton of snacks everywhere, bro.
This segment is very irritating to me because these just like doctors do, they're taking normal symptoms and turning them into things.
Right?
Kids are hyper and super fucking inquisitive because they're kids and they're trying to learn. It's not because they're hyperactive. That's what kids are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right, you're right.
If you had a kid come to you just totally nonchalant and not excited, you'd be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you, bro?"
Yeah.
It's the same with the dog. If the dog
right?
wants to change his tail, it's because he's fucking bored, not because he's got autism.
All the kids are out playing, and he's sitting over on the couch. What?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of all the money that was wasted on all these fucking studies. There could be like an end to hunger and homelessness.
There's whole entire fucking teams of scientists that are researching this shit.
Exactly.
I think what pisses me off.
Yeah. This. Look at this. This one is very fun. Elephants have been known to enjoy the occasional high. They're drug addicts, okay, guys?
Pisses me off the
Anything
most
with
is we're paying
intelligence
for it.
loves some sort of drugs.
Or
Yep.
food. Or
We're
food.
paying
And
for
there's
the
studies done on it.
Anything with intelligence loves hallucinogens, right? They seek out a particular type of hallucinogen berries. This requires them to travel. Older elephants have been observed teaching juveniles to hunt and eat these berries for the typical high. And sometimes it's 30, 40 miles that they walk in one day just to go get stoned, dude. Like
Sounds
you want
like a good day to me.
Sounds like I would walk 30 miles to eat a fucking hallucinogen berry.
Then you're hallucinating and you're on your way back. You know, sounds like a great day.
Sounds like a best day ever.
Dolphins do that with pufferfish, blind Neil. This is a big one. These are intelligent. The intelligent animals that I was talking to you about, like when Josh said that chameleons can commit suicide and stuff like that. Some animals even commit suicide. Elephants, dolphins, and rats have all been known to commit suicide. And this is going to be an example.
You said they'll starve themselves.
Yep. Oh, yeah. All of them are fucking chameleons, all that shit. But these ones are the ones that have the most techniques of it, because they test the shit out of rats. They fuck with dolphins in the SeaWorld and shit like that. And I'm going to tell you what to do to elephants. For example, elephants are often trained using extremely harsh methods. There's multiple accounts of violently subdued elephants stepping on their own trunks and refusing to move in order to suffocate themselves and die.
Jesus.
How you going to move a 15,000-pound beast unless you grab a car and go hit it and get it off its trunk? I'm not getting off my fucking trunk. And it just fucking, I'm sick and tired of this shit. And this elephant that I put in the picture right here is
Sick and tired of being
circus
sick and tired.
Sad.
the circus suffering. This is big.
That's why the circuses are going away so much right now, is because the animal activists are going after them because of all the mental health that the animals are suffering from being caged all the time.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Well, not only the mental health, but these animals a lot of the times are abused.
Yes, that too.
They're physically abused.
Baby, you want this?
And then, they get pregnant or something and they rip that baby away from them and use it as a tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, this one didn't have a good enough research for me to say it, but orcas in like captivity are the only ones that kill humans. There is no wild orca that kills humans purposely. These ones in captivity, they will fucking murk a human.
Also, an orca with poor mental health will have a flopped over fin.
No.
And all of them in SeaWorld have a floppy fin, huh?
Whales, even though their top fin will flip.
Back fins are always straight in the wild.
Always.
Closed in small closed areas, they always fold over. They don't have enough room to fully move around and swim with it. So it ends up rolling over.
And then you think to yourself, holy shit.
You can learn that on Free Willy if you watch the movie.
Yep. Go to SeaWorld and look how ginormous this fucking the tank that they're in, how big it is. Like, holy shit, it's like a 50,000 gallon tank and stuff like that. That is not even a fucking it's barely even 1% of what they need to live.
That's not fair,
That's like making you live in your bathroom.
That's like making you live in solitary confinement in one of those rooms, those padded rooms. Yep.
I had to get a bigger man cave because my other one just didn't have enough room for all my stuff. I was feeling so closed in.
Yep. And his back flap was flipping over, dude.
You don't understand how much my mental health has changed and gotten better since then. Just having that little bit of space and movement. We always were like, we don't want a big house, man, but we got like 3,000 square foot here and we love it.
My man cave My man cave is the whole entire kitchen and fucking living room, dude. That's big animals need big space.
You'd think having that kitchen in his man cave, he'd learn how to cook, but he don't even know how to use that oven.
I know how to cook. My wife actually wants me to cook some of the shit because I'm so good at it, and she makes jerky.
Best macaroni and cheese ever.
I'm not good at making macaroni and cheese.
He makes the best three times baked fucking tater tots you'll ever eat.
They were terrible.
That you'll ever sit. Oh wait, those were pizza rolls at the end of the microwave. That's right. For 3 days.
Don't knock a pizza roll. Good fucking pizza roll.
Neil.
The pizza rolls were in there for almost 3 days. Night train. Almost.
What, drying out?
He's a great cook.
Probably 2 days and 12 hours. Okay,
Not so much eating, but he's a great cook.
Dude,
there's like pulled pork rolls that are like pillows. Oh, sweet goodness.
I'm good at cooking on the grill too. That's about it, honestly.
Yeah, you're pretty decent at the grill.
You know, that come to think of it, when I went down to the hash bash, I met up with you guys for the first time down there, you know, well, second time officially, I guess. But I met up with y'all down there and hung out for what? We were there maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and you guys were, all you could think about after that was food.
Yep.
They ditched me and went finding food.
Oh, wow.
They didn't even say, hey, man, come on down to maybe with us, man. We'll barbecue and shit. I was like,
Our life it just revolves around food. We didn't even barbecue. We went to Little Brown Jug.
Yeah, baby, right, baby.
Bless you.
Little Brown Jug. Yeah, barbecue, right.
Yum.
He said,
Yum.
motherfucker, I love barbecue.
I love barbecue.
I just drove the extra 15 minutes, man. I'd already been
Maybe one day we'll go to maybe. Me, you, Night Trade.
Maybe we'll go. Maybe we won't.
Let's go to maybe.
Yeah, but my daughter might have brought the other 2 grandkids with her if she'd have heard about barbecue.
Yeah, dude.
It's a family restaurant.
For future reference, if we say, hey, we're hungry, we're going to eat, we're like, yeah, I'm
Jump in the truck.
I'm going.
Just so happens I might be hungry too.
I thought about saying, hey man, I'm going, but I wasn't sure what my daughter was doing at that point. This and that. You guys already had your plans. I was like, oh, it was kind of a shock to me. You know, I was like, I was in a scamper to figure out what was going on exactly. So I laughed.
My wife or my daughter might be here in an hour, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it was hard to say when she was going to be there because she was acting like she was coming. And I didn't know how far it was, and this and that, and you know, it's like, well. Yeah, I didn't know what was up. She ended up showing up though and spent some time with her. That was cool. My little grandson that was down there, he went to the hospital yesterday. He's had a fever for like 2 days or whatever. So she took him to the hospital yesterday, and they gave him some hydration and whatnot, and said he's, you know, just keep an eye on him. It's not COVID or anything else. They said he should be fine. Just had a bug that's coming around or something.
So, you know what his temperature was?
I have no idea. She said he was just running a fever for a couple of days.
Damn, bro. It's not good.
Yeah, that's the only reason she took him is because there was a couple of days he was running the fever and it just wasn't breaking or anything. So she took him in.
Usually that hydration, man, especially when you feel like shit, you definitely don't want to drink water. Like
he's probably drinking a bunch of fucking pop and shit like that, knowing her, you know.
Right.
So
you can't win. Yep, drink some water.
Get Monster Energies.
Right.
Always drink water.
Always.
Hey,
Always.
You're supposed to have 8 ounces or 8 cups of 8 ounces a day or something like that.
Even your belly, your colon, all your organs need that water to operate properly.
And we're not talking coffee water, because that's dehydration.
Oh, it's very dehydrating. I always drink a cup of coffee with a bottle of water.
I drink a pot of coffee every morning, too.
No coffees in September.
Nice.
It's a
nice.
feast,
That's next on my list. I'm on day 7 and fucking coffee's next, but I need to get through.
Listen, don't push yourself and take too much to one time. I didn't.
If I take,
3 months to let the figure out.
if I,
Good.
yeah, I don't. I noticed that if you try to quit everything at once, you're gonna do everything the next couple days. You're gonna end up doing the whole fucking
You
thing.
mean
Right.
like when you're starving, right? And you come to eat, you're just gonna smash all on that food. But if
Right.
it's there, you're not gonna.
And now you have,
No.
and now you're a rat, and you have eating disorder.
Oh.
I did.
But if you don't eat, you're a skinny, or what is it? You're a thin sow syndrome.
I'm not a thin sow.
You don't want to be a thin pig. You don't want to be a fucking overeating rat.
I got
Here's my
bacon
thing.
and
Here's my
cakes.
thing. Be who the fuck you want to be. If you want to be a overeating rat or a undereating rat, or you want to be a fucking hippopotamus.
Woo!
Yup. Hippos don't have no problems. Be a hippo. They don't have no mental health problems.
They fine in the crib.
Yep. They're cool as fuck, dude.
Yeah, right.
I just
Hippos
want
have
to say
all the
before
men-
this show
Yeah,
gets
hippos-
too over,
hippos are
happy
fucking
Memorial
nuts.
Day. That's
You know
the real
that?
day today, Memorial Day. Not for you Canadians, sorry. You guys did that last week, but happy Memorial Day to everyone.
Yeah, happy
Thanks for-
Memorial Day to everybody but squirrels. Hey.
Serving and those who have lost their lives and yeah.
Yeah, and just know that hippos are not mentally healthy at all. They are the most savage, severe killers in all of the animal kingdom.
Bears.
That's just because they about that shit, son. So
They don't
no,
They fuck around and find out.
yeah. So what? They have
yeah.
anger issues, multiple personality disorder. What is that, Josh? I got it. Let's get a whole bunch of scientists together and make a team researching sad hippos.
Oh my god! And there will be somebody doing that now. Stop saying things like that.
Yep. Screw world hunger. We want to know about these hippos, lady. Let's go.
Is
That's
legal
it.
to own a hippo in your backyard? I'm just
We love
curious.
y'all.
I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming up.
Save the hippos.
It's Monday. Eat
The new
that.
show, Mental Health Monday, not light it up. I'll see you guys.
It says lighted up number 547, Mental Health Monday.
Yeah?
That's because I changed it.
No, he didn't.
That's
No,
why
he
you
didn't.
two work together, though.
You can't do it.
Sometimes shit happens.
We don't like sad hippos. Look at sad
he
hippos.
had the pictures ready for the Earth Dweller today. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. When he hadn't done.
Yep,
we didn't get to
tomorrow-
hear all the songs and everything. It kind of sucks, but you know.
Oh, wait.
Brought to you by Frazier. Fuck yeah.
Absolute Fruit Boy.